Hey guys, what's going on? It is Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Thank you for joining me today. A long-awaited guide on Gala Longbraids. So Gala Longbraids is a champion which when I first pulled her, I actually didn't know much about her. You know, this is going back a month or two, and I kind of just had her in the vault, but I always had my eye on testing her out. She is Void Affinity Dwarf, so a little bit more difficult to get, but if you do get her, I highly encourage you guys to build her out, especially if you need help in the arena or in Fire Knight, dungeon. So first off, guys, you know, if you watch any of my videos, you know how much I love champions with ignore defense abilities, and Gala has two of them, and I built her out in a Savage set. We'll talk about why in just a moment, but that plus Helm Smasher allows her to ignore up to 100% of enemy defense, which is just an insane ability to have on any champion inside the game, especially Gala Longbraids. So let's take a look at her kit here, guys, before we get into artifacts and masteries. Brutal Bludgeon on her A1 attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit ignores 30% of the target's defense, places a shield buff on this champion for 2 turns, and the value of the shield is equal to 20% of the damage inflicted. That's a really, really great A1 ability. Puts that nice shield on her, ignores 30% of the target's defense. Sign me up. Fearless Aggression, it only keeps getting better in her kit, right? Fearless Aggression attacks one enemy, ignores 50% of the target's defense when attacking under a shield buff, heals this champion by 50% of the damage inflicted, and then places a shield buff on this champion equal to any surplus heal for 3 turns. Really solid, especially again if we're ignoring 100% defense on this ability. That's likely a big shield and heal that we'll be applying to her, and it's good that we're going to be applying all these heals and shields to her because her defense is embarrassingly low for a dwarf especially. Sheer Swagger is her A3, and this is her money ability here, especially in arena, well really anywhere. Attacks one enemy 3 times. Each hit ignores 25% of the target's defense, and then grants an extra turn if this champion has full HP after using this skill. So what a great arena opener by killing somebody on the other team in a perfect world, and then going again. So you can open up with Sheer Swagger and then Fearless Aggression right after that. Or if you just want to add the shield, hey, just go with her A1. But an amazing kit on her, and she has an ally attack in all battles too on the aura. Not bad to have an attack in all battles by 25% if you're looking for a solid attack or a champion and you're not using or whatever. I guess a Royal Guard might be another guy with a 25%, I believe, on his. Anyway, there's a bunch of champions out there. Masteries. So I changed my overlay a little bit for you guys. I really lowered it for you guys as I have my artist working on the new one. I hear you guys loud and clear. This is the only part of the video that is going to be annoying to have the Space Station Gaming sign here. But I did go with Helm Smasher. And it has additional 50% chance of ignoring 25% of the target's defense. For skills that ignore defense, this 25% is in addition to the amount ignored by this skill. So an extra 50% chance of landing that 25% ignoring of the target's defense with her 50% ignore defense and the Savage set can get up to 100%, right? And then on offense, just some kind of notes here. Heart of Glory helps with her A3. I mean, ideally, she's going to be attacking almost every time in the arena with full HP. That's how you can trigger her extra turn on that A3 ability. So going with Heart of Glory is going to be important on her. And then just the usual stuff here, going down to Kill Streak in offense. On defense, you have an option of ending with Cycle of Revenge or ending with Retribution. I think most people would go with Retribution, but I'm kind of testing both out. Her A1 is great, so getting a counterattack on the A1 with Retribution is actually pretty tempting. Kind of, again, just testing both out, but I think that Cycle of Vengeance is another really, or Revenge, I always go Vengeance. Cycle of Revenge is another great ability. Anyway, let's go ahead and see how I have her built out. Again, I mentioned this, I have a crit rate in a Savage set because I wanted to go crit damage on her gauntlets. Honestly, I'm just taking some of my better Savage set gear from my Soulbound Bowyer, and I just transferred them onto Gala because, you know, making the gear stretch here for these YouTube videos, right? So I have crit damage gauntlets. Ideally, you're building your Gala Longbraids with crit rate gear, crit rate sets, and you get her up to as high as you possibly can, ideally to 100%, as we talked about with some of these other heavy hitters. Same thing with Soulbound Bowyer we talked about here on the channel, and then going crit damage on the gauntlets, right? That would be a best case scenario in my opinion, because you really want that super high crit damage and attack percentage as stat priorities. Now, accuracy does not mean anything on her. You don't need the accuracy on her, but I decided to build her with high resist as well. So I went with attack percentage on the chest. I also went with attack percentage on the boots. If she's dying, feel free to sub out defense percentage on the chest or HP percentage on the chest. Also on the boots for dungeons, I would optimize with speed boots. For arena, I would go with attack percentage boots. And then again, on the banner, I wanted to build her with that high resist, and I have her at what, 291 here on her resist, so really high. Here's a look at her total stats. 291 on the total resist, 241 on the crit damage, 69% on the crit rate, so it'd be better if I put her in a dungeon with a crit rate booster as the aura lead, but right now just trying to get by with 69%, not a bad number to land on. 148 on the speed, a little low, but I have turn meter boosters with her on my arena team to ensure she's always attacking with full HP. And then attack as high as possible, right? Aim for 5k and settle with over 4k for the end game. Other than that, just go with the best gear that you have on her. Attack it definitely scales well on her multipliers. Again, her base defense is 661 is really, really low. So just, keep that in mind, that she is absolutely a glass cannon in terms of her overall sustainability. So you need to build a nice support team around her on your Gala teams, okay? Other than that, crit damage obviously on the amulet, and just gonna, I'll show you my gear here, but crit damage, nice crit damage piece here on the attack, and then we have just crit rate, going for crit rate here. Not the best gear in the world on the Savage set, but it is 6 stars. And again, I'm looking for crit rate, I'm looking for speed, I'm looking for attack percentage, I'm looking for crit damage on my Gala. So that is her kit, guys. In terms of reviewing where she's going to be used, arena offense, she's definitely a 5. Campaign locations, she's surprisingly good. She puts in a lot of hits every time she attacks with full HP, right? Especially. Fire Knight, I'm going to call her a 5. She hits a lot. She has a few multiple hitters in her kit, and then she has a chance of going again. She's great in Relentless gear as well. I actually saw that Hell Hades did a video on her with a Relentless set, and it's insane how many times she can just go over and over and over again. Dragon's Lair, I think she's great. I'll give her a 5 there. Spider's Den, you're not really going to be using her in. And then Clan Boss, she's not a Clan Boss champion. She doesn't really have any she has no debuffs. She doesn't really help in anything other than sheer damage, and I think there's better options out there. I'd rather have a good poison champion on my team. I'll give her a 3, maybe a 4. I'll give her a 4 just if you need that sheer damage dealer and your poison spots are already filled up. Ice Golem, same thing. A 4 or a 5 is fine. Everywhere else, she's completely viable. Let's go ahead and test her out in the arena first, guys, because that's where I'm most excited to try her out in, right? So arena. Let's go ahead. We only have 2 teams left here on this kind of rung, so let's go ahead and start out here. We got to be careful of Richard the Tower. He has the block damage, and we have a Zargala, a Duchess, and a Kale here. So let's go ahead and this team is pretty good, but I'm actually gonna. I want Gala to be my only damage dealer on this team, so I'm gonna put in a. Who should I? Someone with a defense down. So we'll go in with a Madame Cerise, and we'll see how we do. So the idea here is going to be to make sure she goes with full HP, right? And like I said, making sure none of their champions go is going to be key to a good start with her. So having a crowd control, I have sleep on my Kymar, but having a stun or a sleep champion would be great. Now, here comes Madame Cerise. She will go next, Gala, and we're going to go ahead and take care of Zargala first, right? And we're going to start opening, obviously, always with her A3, the sheer swagger, so she can go again. So here we go. Boom. She's hitting there we go, 39k. I guess it gets the job done, right? And now she gets to go again because she procced that extra turn because she attacked with full HP. Let's go after Duchess here with the A2. 99k. Boom. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So now here we can just go try to just finish this one off in auto here, guys. But you can see how we opened up the match We debuffed the other team. We crowd controlled the other team. We made sure that she was ready to go there. 38 and 32K on the double hit there. Not too bad, right? And then she just went loose. She took out the two most important champions on the enemy team. You could argue with her first two abilities before they even had a chance to take a turn. And that's what we like to see here. Let's go ahead and... I guess do we want to do what this team looks kind of weak? Another Zargala, a Seeker, a Skull Crown, and Skull Crusher. Let's just go with a little bit more formidable team here. Let's go against this team, a little bit more challenging. So I think we'll be fine though. Let's let her go to work. And the nice thing is she's void too, so that you don't have to worry about the negative affinity matchups. So here we go. Turn meter reduction, put everybody to sleep. It all lands. Now we decrease defense, decrease attack. It all lands except for one decrease attack. Who do we want to go with first here, guys? Let's take out Altan. Boom. 29K and 29K. And now let's see if we can just run the table here. Boom! 120K! Man, that ignored all defense there, I believe. Right, that was the 50. Her A2 is the big heavy hitter, but it's the one hitter that she has in her kit, right? The other ones, the 30. She seems to be landing around what 35-ish K or so, and those are going to be her. Let's see if we can land. Nah, those are going to be her big attack, her A2, right? So we can just basically finish this one out on auto again. But now let's see how much we can. She's full HP again. No, she's not. See that little sliver? Is she full HP or is she not full HP? Let's see. Let's see if she is. Boom, sheer swagger. And she kills him 50K. She was full HP. I thought I saw a little sliver there. So again, she takes care of everybody on that team. No one else on my team dealt really much damage at all. 153K from my Gala Longbraids. Let's go ahead for one more challenging team. Look at this team. This is a little bit more challenging here, right? They got a Rotos, they got a Mountain King, they got a Valkyrie. Let's go and see what we can do here. I like this too. I like the multi-hitter for Rotos too, because we're unlikely to get, a huge chunk of his HP in one hit maybe. Let's see. Let's just see how it kind of plays out. Again, having a good crowd control, putting somebody even in... Sleep Gear gets, I guess, a deserving reputation of being one of the worst gears in the game. But one enemy 3 times. Let's see if we can kill Rotos on that or if it will be too much. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Beautiful, right? Man, I'm loving this. And then, I mean, we can kill anybody we want probably. Do you guys want to try to go after Mountain King and just see how much we can do? Let's try. 102,000 damage. Yes, please. Mountain King is dead. Let's land a provoke. Make sure we don't pick up. Forget it. Let's just kill him. Man, I'm telling you guys. Are you sold on Gala Longbraids? I think she's great, man. I think she's platinum viable without a doubt. I just love opening up with her. She hits consistently hard. Let's try her out in campaign before we take her for a run in Fire Night 20. And just kind of, see. I want to thank you guys, by the way, for all the movie recommendations you gave me in yesterday's video. I'm going to try out a couple of them, maybe even tonight. So we will see. I'm going to run her solo just to see how hard she hits here. But yeah, trying to usually my days, I work on content, and I have I'm a partner owner of a talent agency for other YouTubers and content creators as well. So I spend most of my time on that during the day and just making a YouTube video here and on my main channel every day. But after that, I spend time with my son, maybe a couple hours at night on weeknights. And then after that, I like to kind of relax and maybe play some mobile games in the background, throw on a TV show or a movie or something, and look at all the extra turns, right? Attacking with full HP, she's putting shields on herself, she's hitting for more damage because of the shields, she's getting extra turns because she's still at full HP. She's great. She's a great champion. Again, she's not very robust. That's why it's great that she does have the shield ability, right? But she's hitting, she's not a speed farmer by any stretch, but she is solid, right? She's super solid. So there you go in campaign. Let's show her out in Fire Night before we end this video. But yeah, again, thank you guys for the recommendations. So just trying to chill at night and watch something I can really, get my teeth into in terms of a good series or a really, really good movie. I still haven't seen Parasite. I think that's going to be on the agenda this week, one night. Anyway, let's shut up about movies and get to Fire Knight's castle. All right, guys, so here we go on Fire Knight. We are stage 20. I have her in the lead. I'm going to use her attack aura. The question is can we keep her alive along with Allure to get to the Fire Knight? So we will see. Let's go ahead and see how we do here. So again, have her in the lead here. Sometimes you can run a defense lead for Fire Knight because these first waves of mobs, especially in Fire Knight's 20, can be challenging depending on your team to bypass here. This is not going to be a speed run team, but look at her, 73 damage, going multiple times, getting that proc on the A3, full HP. She's looking pretty good here, right? And usually we like this first round here to be around 30 seconds. If we're going for a good time, and it's going to be well over that with this team. So it's not going to be a speed run by any stretch of the imagination. I could probably even sub in like a Bad L for a Shamrock on this team, but Shamrock helps with the revival just in case we get a low HP on Allure or on Gala. And he has the crit rate, I believe, on his kit as well. So actually, let me see. It is... increase crit rate, yeah, as well. So that's actually going to help out the 30% increase crit rate on, I forget, Lucky Charms does so many different things depending on the HP of the allies that I forget, but yeah, I think if they're above 50% HP, it has that 30% crit rate. So actually, he pairs really well with Gala, so I stand by that decision to have him on the team, even though I wouldn't say Fire Knight is his strong suit in terms of dungeon being a single hitter. I have Stag Knight on the team too. He's there for defense down. Stag Knight, pretty solid. He hits 2 times on his A1, so I feel like he's a good addition to the team as well. Once we get to Fire Knight, it's probably going to be 2 minutes plus. Allure is being targeted too. We need to keep her alive. Valkyrie's going to do a good job of that with her shield. The nice thing about Gala is despite her incredibly low defense, 117,000 crit there, guys. Despite her very low defense, she does have those shields, again, trying to keep her alive. So Valkyrie going in here, it's going to be 2 minutes before we even get to the Fire Knight. That's a long time, guys. Could probably use another kind of AoE nuker on this team instead of somebody. Maybe instead of Allure or instead of Gala, because it's a long time before we even get to the Fire Knight. But, the whole idea here is to see the viability of Gala against the Fire Knight once we actually get her there. And actually, she's doing it. She's putting out all the damage here against these trash mobs. The reason I mentioned having Bad L maybe on this team or somebody else other than Shamrock is because despite of how nice his continuous heals are and his increased crit rate, 217 before Fire Knight, it's also nice to have those poisons. The poisons really help you from Bad L get through the first couple waves of minions. So let's get this shield down. Valkyrie, too, kind of slows things up, too, but the counterattack is nice once we get to Fire Knight. She's there to make sure we keep our Allure and our Gala alive again. But now, I didn't see how much he hit for, but it couldn't have been a ton. He's going to get his shield up. Hopefully, he only has 1 attack. That was his only attack this entire match. We will see, though. So Valkyrie gets the counterattack and the shield to the entire team. Shamrock on his next ability, I think, will start laying down those heals. We're counting on Stag Knight to land that defense down here pretty soon. There's Allure doing her job. And there goes the... what do we have? Okay. Looking pretty good. There's the defense down. Now let's see how much she's going to hit for. We're counting on her to do the brunt of our damage here. And 9,000 and 23,000 is not going to get it done necessarily. So there is Allure again. There's our counterattack. We need Allure to go with her A1 right now. I think she'll be up for it. Let's see. 29, 20, so 50k. Ooh, she doesn't go with the A1. So he's going to get his shield up again. This is not going to be a fast round, but I am confident we'll be able to keep everybody alive here, right? There she go. Oh, no, she doesn't go. Allure, what are you doing? Here we go. Sheer Swagger, 27, 30k. Ignore defense, another 23k. So 75k. Not too bad there against Fire Knight. Again, we're preventing him from going. Need Allure. You're up, baby. Take that turn meter all the way down. No. Is she going to go right now? We'll see. But yeah, either way, this is going to be like a 5 or 6 minute battle, so definitely not a super fast speed run. If I can get that shield down the entire match as we're supposed to with Allure on the team, or have another kind of Terminator manipulator on the team, maybe even a Cold Heart would really help out a lot. I think that Gala is going to be a champion that's probably not going to be used to speed farm here against Fire Knight 20. but she's one of those champions that if you can keep her alive and you're trying to clear Fire Knight's, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 for the first time, I think she could be a really good option for you. And look at her go. She's putting in the work. I'll be interested to see how much damage she puts out at the end of this battle. She's definitely carrying the load in terms of this team's overall damage output. I really need to maybe get rid of either a Stag Knight or a Valkyrie, find another option, or a Shamrock. Just have another damage dealer to help out against Stag Knight here at the end. But you can see he's at about, 33, 25% HP. We're chipping him down. He's not going to get another full turn meter. We go in with, there's 116k. That's the big hit that we're looking for, ignoring defense. And now we have him on the ropes here. It's going to be a 5-minute and 30-second or so run. Going to take up the bulk of time in this YouTube video, but still wanted to give her a chance to show what she can do here against one of these high-level, challenging dungeons. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this guide on Gala Longbraids. I think she's a great champion, 524. Definitely not going to approach our best time here, but let's see what we got here. Savage defense, yeah, we'll sell it. But yeah, overall, guys, I'm very happy with her. She put out 1.3 million damage. Her and Valkyrie really carrying the damage load there on that team. I hope you guys enjoyed this guide. I'm going to be using her in the arena exclusively, and in faction crypts, I should stand corrected there. Let me guys know what you think of Gala Longbraids in the comments below. If you want me to do a champion guide and another champion that maybe you just pulled, let me know in the comments, guys. Be happy to oblige if I have that champion. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.